right, Sean Zittel, FightHype.com here with the best heavyweight prospect in the game. The definitely that also means the best American prospect too at heavyweight. My man Jared Big Baby Anderson. Well, really not a prospect. Really, he's in the top 10 with the WBC, the WBA, and the WBO. Fighting at home July 1st on Toledo against Jan Kosabutsky, 19-0, 18 knockouts, southpaw. Jared, are you the southpaw killer? July 1st at home?
I'm the heavyweight killer. We gonna go ahead and make that broaden that up. We the heavyweight killer, man. We stopping all of them. We coming through to beat everybody, anybody we need to beat. But I definitely think I'll be a southpaw slayer on next Saturday night.
Looking at you right now on Zoom, your body looks a little different, man. Like it's getting more cut, like it's transforming. Can you talk to me about that?
It's definitely getting like that, man. I think that I'm chiseling up simply because I'm maintaining my weight, but I'm eating right, I'm training right, I'm staying active. It's not a lot of off days, although I think it should be a lot more off days. But I'm looking forward to resting my fight week, doing a lot of media, promotion, stuff like that, so that I can rest my body and be prepared for Saturday night. But, like you said, man, it's chiseling up, man. It's looking right, man. 240 is still solid. So I can only imagine how bad it's going to get for, these fighters.
Yeah, what does that mean for Jared Anderson in the ring? And then you've talked about being a little bit like Big Daddy Bo, Riddick Bowe, and Big Daddy Bo came in out of the Olympics with some healthy meat on his bones, and sometimes he talked about wanting a lot of rest days. Could just because I'm hearing you talk about that, could you talk to me about all that, how it's gonna look, and do you sometimes need good encouragement to get you on your road work and things like that?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
It's the exact opposite.
Clear that up.
It's the exact opposite. My coach literally telling me, like, you need to chill out. Like, I told him this past Saturday, like, I'm sparring this Saturday. He was like, no, Jared, chill out. You done did 10 rounds 8 times this camp. Just chill out. Go rest. I'm like, nah, man, I don't feel sharp enough. You know what I'm saying? So it's the exact opposite for me. And that's probably why it's showing the difference in Big Daddy Bo body versus mine. I'm chiseling up and excelling. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get better every day. I got people around me who never stop or never hesitate to tell me when I'm doing wrong and when I'm not excelling, So I'm so happy that Shakur, been watching my sparring this camp. He's been shooting me little messages, telling me what to work on, telling me what I need to do, so I can continue to be the best.
Is there anything you could share with us that Shakur will be telling you, or is that giving away secrets little too much?
We don't give away no secrets, man. Just know he encouraging me every day, and making sure that I stay on my game for sure.
I try to get as much knowledge I can squeeze out of you guys. I know it's off limits though,
Yeah.
You got 31 rounds in and 14 fights. So you're averaging 2 rounds a fight right now. You're getting these guys out of here in 1 or 2. And Tim Bradley, who he loves you. He's double stamped you as the next big thing in the heavyweight division. But at the same time, in your last fight against Arias, he's saying, I'm starting to see a little lackadaisical from Jared Anderson. Like you're not as concerned, you're not respecting these guys. You're getting them out of there in 1 or 2, not as concerned with what's coming back on the defensive side. What are your thoughts on those comments? And do you need to get hit and hurt before fighting for the titles, or not necessarily? Like, is that something? Okay.
Not at all. And I'll say this. I'm gonna start off by saying I love Brad. I mean, not Brad. Tim Bradley. I love you. You know what I'm saying? You my man. I rock with you. You cool peoples, all that. But you're a horrible commentator. He's very vice versa. I think he switches a lot. I think 1 minute he's your best friend in the ring, then 1 minute he's your worst critic. You know what I'm saying? I think he started off saying like I was doing one of the best things I could be doing in the fight, and then like you said, he switched and turned around and now he doing this, now he basically looking bad. He better get his hands up before he get knocked out. Then he threw a wild right hand. He missed completely. And he was like, yeah, that's one of them shots he might need to get hit with before he wakes up. And I'm like, what? He just missed like right past my face. Like it wasn't even close. It didn't hit my glove, none of that. So what made you say something like that? So I think he just be talking sometimes just to get the fans going and stuff. But I do think that I'm very alert now, more alert than I was. That was why you seen the Arias fight. I took my time, I used my jab, and it did go to the third round because of that. Because I think if I'd have went all Bulgarian, or not Bulgarian, fucking barbaric, and just tried to knock him out, and just knock his head off, I think it would have ended in 2, but I would have looked a lot sloppier. So I think it ended right at the third at a perfect time because I took my time and used my jab and did it the right way.
Well, just to try to pick up for Tim a little bit, to try to smooth the disconnect from the outside the ring commentator to the inside the ring fighter getting busy. I think part of it is once you've checked all the box, he punches hard, he's fast, he's got skills, he's got athleticism. All that's left to ask is what happens when he gets hit. And to your credit, you getting these guys out of there so quick that we're not really seeing that happen. And then I think the question Tim's getting to is, as you're getting them out of there and you're showing no respect, you're not playing with your food, maybe that's part of why he's thinking the hand's not coming up right away perfectly, because you're just getting them out of there. You're not really worried about what's coming back like that. Puts you in against a Tyson Fury, a Deontay Wilder, and that a hand's coming back. It's not that you're not capable. Go ahead, Jared.
I'll say this. If you go back and look at my fights, go back to the eBay fight. Look how defensively aware I was in that fight. That's because I knew I had somebody super dangerous in front of me who was able to punch. Look at the Jerry Forrest fight. Okay, I got hit in the beginning, right? In which everybody says, like, can he take a punch? There was 2 huge left hands, as they say. I didn't buckle, I didn't stumble, I didn't do any of that. I switched stances and I got back on my game. I threw a lot more punches. I may have got hit in a few different times, but it was never to the extent of it was that one big shot. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those, I'm throwing 15 punches and he throw one wild one and it barely hit me. You know what I'm saying? Or it slide off one of my gloves or something. So just go back and look at the difference in fights and the difference in opponents and stuff like that. I know who I am in the gym. I know I'm defensively aware in the gym. It's just transferring into the fight so that everybody gets to see the full bag and not half of it.
Hey, thank you, Jared, for clearing things up. But and then on the co-main is Arslanbek Makhmudov. I did my best there. But he's rated in the top 5. You're number 9, number 8 in one of them. You're fighting the guy number 8 in 2 of them, I believe. But he's top 5 WBC, WBA. He's on your co-main event. Are we really getting that close to about that time? Because you fight this guy and win, then it looks like you're going to fight this undefeated Russian who's number 5. After him, all that's left really is the elite fighters in the division. At just 14 fights, are we really getting this close to about that time?
I ain't gonna say it like that because I seen the interview. You know what I'm saying? He was stuttering a lot when they asked him about me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't see the whole interview. Somebody just tagged me in a little clip and I seen it on Instagram. And they was asking him, I know English not his first language. I get that, I understand that. But it was a lot of you know what I'm saying? He was all over the place when they asked him what he would do about that fight. So I ain't gonna say that he would be the next fight, you know what I'm saying? And I think there's a lot of other fighters who wouldn't accept that fight if we call them. So I'm not gonna go to say like, my next fight is gonna be anybody in the top 10, because there's a lot of people who still don't want to fight me. But I will go as to say that I do think after this fight, it's nothing but step ups and higher competition and stuff like that. I think Top Rank is moving me great. I think whatever they do next is gonna be right, and I'm just ready for the journey.
You're at 14 fights right now. It's gonna be number 15 2 Saturdays from now. Do you think you fight for a heavyweight title inside of 20 fights by 18 or 19?
18 or 19. It's possible. Hey, and I hate to give you this answer, but I have to give you this answer because I didn't give everybody else the answer today. It's not my job. You feel me? I'm just a fighter. I just go in and fight. That's why I say, like, I'm so proud and so happy what Top Rank did for me, and the track that they got me on. I'm gonna just keep following the track, keep accepting these fights and keep winning.
You mentioned switch hitting earlier. Everyone talks about Terrence Crawford, Jerron Boots, Ennis are these switch hitters. So we got to start considering you as a true switch hitter too.
Definitely, without a doubt. I think I've switched in almost all, if not every fight I've had so far, even if it was only for a second. So I definitely think you got to consider me as a switch hitter. I just say they got a little bit more experience than me in those rings and in the ring under the lights and stuff. You know, I think Jerron having like 26, 27 fights, Bud having 30 plus.
Mm-hmm.
I say just give me 4 to 5 more fights to really show, you know, and get off my switch hitting to show y'all what I can do with it. And then definitely consider me and put me with those people as far as switch hitters.
What's the difference in those two stances?
Power.
In what way? Yeah.
I'm definitely stronger.
Like you hit harder as one. Okay.
Okay. So I got a strong right hook. I mean, my right hand, both my hands is strong. Period. I think I got pretty good power in both hands. But a lead left hand that feels like a right hand is dangerous, you know, and that's why I'm more orthodox than anything. But southpaw is just like everything is more put together. My feet are well placed better. And you know, everything comes from the hips and the legs and up. So I think my stance is just a lot more solid, and that's why the punches turn over just a little bit better. But definitely my coaches and my sparring partners can always tell me every time I switch, you know, they know that it's some power shots coming.
So when you're southpaw, you're more digging, you know, body shots or orthodox, keeping it more long and
using my skill.
Got it. And speaking all the switch hitting and stuff, Bud, of course, the most famous switch hitting fighter in the game right now. Who do you see winning him and Spence July 29, man?
My bad. I got a massage right now.
Oh my.
I forgot all about that massage at 3:15. I'm 15 minutes late, but dang, you put me on the spot. I'm very all right. Let's go with this. I got a way to kill it. I got a way to kill it all.
Don't kill it.
I'm biased. I'm gonna go there. I'm biased. You know what I'm saying? And I love Bud. Bud been a real big brother to me. You know, always had his arm around me, and since my professional career, even in the amateurs, you know, he just always looked out for me. Always been a real big brother to me. So I'm definitely biased, and I'm gonna have to go with Bud. But I do think Earl is a great competitor, and I think he is still in this fight. I do think it's a fight to have, but I'm going with Bud.
Please, just last one, man. What do you remember from sparring Bud? What do you recall?
I never sparred Bud.
Oh, I thought you did. Oh, you sparred
No. Yeah, I sparred Shakur.
Yeah.
Yep. Shakur, it was just, you know, he a lot smaller than Bud than you would, especially being in the ring. Once you get in there, it's like, dang, he is that small. But it was just the speed, you know, and his technical ability, because he definitely was still hitting me. It wasn't like I was unhittable, even though I'm taller and a longer fighter. I just think his IQ was off the charts in order to be able to hit me.
All right, hey, go get that massage, man. Great catching up with you. Looking forward to seeing you fight July 1st on ESPN, main event from home. Thank you, Jared.
No, thank you.
Take care, guys. Thank you, brother.